Introducing Alpha 2, the newest member of your family.
Okay, Joyce, let's move to the next pose.
Okay.
With 20 joints replicating human motion, he's as flexible as a yogi.
Good job, Joyce.
Alpha 2 is smarter than your smartphone.
Rise and shine.
And he makes a great tutor.
Alpha, what's the word for orange juice in Spanish?
Jugo de naranja.
Jugo de naranja.
Sí, muy bien.
You're cute.
No, you're cuter.
Alpha 2 is like an in-home nurse or a veterinarian.
Hey, boy.
Alan, Oliver is due for his flea medication.
Thanks, Alpha.
Alpha 2 is the perfect office assistant.
Voicemail 3.
Joyce, it's Cindy Patterson again. I just got the cake and it only has 5 tiers instead of 7.
Alpha, call All City Cakes and print out a copy of that contract.
Okay, Joyce. Printing.
He's a weatherman.
Bye, Alpha.
Goodbye, Kate. If you're going out, there's a 75% chance of rain.
Thanks, Alpha.
And a handyman.
All right, I got the flange off. What's next, Alpha?
Step 4. Use a small screwdriver to attach the adapter flange.
Thanks, Alpha.
Alpha, let's dance.
Okay.
Alpha 2 is the humanoid robot that makes a fun friend for the whole family.
Oh, hey.
Alpha, take a picture and post to Facebook.
And with an expandable platform, his skills keep growing.
Alpha, download the Storyteller app.
Downloading Storyteller app.
Alpha, what's a star?
A star is a sphere of plasma held together by its own gravity, appearing as a fixed luminous point in the sky. Would you like to hear a bedtime story?
Yeah.
Good night, room. Good night, stars. Good night to moms and dads. Good night, light. And good night, locks. Good night, David.
Alpha 2. Make him a member of your family today.
Hi, I'm Sylvia Todd from Sylvia's Super Awesome Maker Show.
And I'm Wendell Oskay.
And I'm Lenore Edmond, and we're the founders of Evil Mad Scientist Laboratories.
What is the Watercolor Bot? The Watercolor Bot is an educational robotics kit that can paint with watercolors. I came up with the idea for the Watercolor Bot because I wanted to create my own robot and enter it into the Robo Games competition. To actually design the robot, I worked with Wendell and Lenore, who already make other kinds of awesome robots. Once we started building it, and once it started coming together, we realized that other people might like to have one as well. So we started building a kit version of it. Once we had the prototypes working well, we took the Watercolor Bot and showed it off at RoboGames and Maker Faire. I was also invited to bring the Watercolor Bot to the White House Science Fair. President Obama really seemed to like it. The Watercolor Bot comes as a kit with some assembly required. Young kids will need some adult help to put it together. You will need small and medium Phillips screwdrivers, scissors, and a computer. To move the brush, there are 2 motors built into the frame of the robot. Each motor drives a little winch that moves the length of cord attached to a rod that controls either the X or Y position of the brush. This is the same mechanism that an Etch-a-Sketch uses, but instead of a stylus, we have a carriage that moves the brush up and down. The Watercolor Bot uses a regular set of watercolors and uses standard 9x12 watercolor paper. You can make a drawing on the computer for the Watercolor Bot to paint, or start with existing vector artwork.
Introducing DoBot, the first affordable robotic arm created not only for makers. DoBot is a great assistant for educators, designers, artists, and scientists, and even everyday use. For makers, it's a unique product of its kind that allows you to study robotic technology and coding. It will provide endless opportunities when it goes fully open sourced. We created software for DoBot where all users will be able to write their own commands, upload them to the server, and share with other users, creating a database of a limitless variety of DoBot applications. The new 4-axis dimension movement capability allows DoBot to use a lot less desk space for its performance. We took the best from the industrial robots, keeping their high quality, and added a number of innovative improvements. We created the new code, allowing it to operate at never-before precision and multifunctionality. With an exceptional aluminum alloy fusion, we achieved the best possible durability and lightweight of the components. Numerous small details, along with 5 changeable nozzles for different types of performance, allow DoBot to be more precise and more agile than any other robotic arms of this generation.
Go left.
Let's take a closer look at how it works. We developed an app that helps you to remote control it using Bluetooth. It can be operated with a PC. Just use a downloaded command from the global DoBot server or write your own. It can be controlled with gesture motion, equipping 3 sensors that track your hand movement. Using the microphone in your phone, you can now input commands with your voice. DoBot is able to recognize shapes and colors with a portable web camera. But it doesn't end there. You can download and share new codes for different kinds of item recognition. You can also control it using the leap motion that can register your hand movement as you hover your hand over the sensor. We managed to apply a revolutionary technology of mind control, EEG, which allows you to operate DoBot with your concentration. It happened. DoBot, a robot for everyone and everyday use.
After years of design and keeping this a secret, we'd like you to meet Moss.
Moss is a construction kit for you to imagine, design, build, and play with robots.
We designed Moss using everything we learned from Kubelets. We took all the robotic complexity inside. The microcontrollers, motors, H-bridges, signal filters, the whole deal, and boiled it down to elegant little blocks with simple connecting faces.
There's no complicated computer code or programming or wiring or soldering. You just pick the parts up and you're making robots out of the box.
We use a single button contact to transfer power and data while the ground passes through the steel spheres. All the circuit boards in Moss double as planar wires, delivering power, ground, and data right where they're needed.
One of the coolest parts of Moss is the connection system with these little steel spheres. There are tiny magnets in the corners of each module, and by snapping them together you can create all sorts of joints. With 1 sphere you get a universal joint, with 2 you get a hinge, and with 3 or 4 a rigid connection. The properties of these little fiddly bits let you build some pretty cool kinematic constructions.
The neodymium rare earth magnets are overmolded directly into the plastic during the injection molding process, so they won't ever break out and cause a problem.
We've designed a huge pile of different modules so you can build robots that drive, wiggle, detect objects, grab them, and then react to the world around them. If you snap on the Bluetooth module, you can pair with your phone or computer and remote control or reprogram the modules in your robot.
I think one of the many things that makes Moss really fun to play with is the magnetic connection system. Magnets are magic. It's force acting at a distance. When you snap these parts together, the click, the feel, the magnets, it's really magical. And I could play with Moss for hours on end just playing with the parts.
I can't even look at the camera, I'm so excited. I've never seen anything like this. This blows me away. Just the amount of doors it opens up to just wild creativity.
For ages, the dog has been man's best friend. We want to introduce you to man's new best friend. Meet Chip. Chip is a robotic dog that's much more than just a cool gadget. Chip is an interactive pet that's there to greet you at the door. With a smart band, Chip recognizes who his owner is.
Hey, have you seen my other slipper? Have you seen my other slipper?
And shows affection to them when near. Chip is obedient and can follow commands. But he also learns new things, so you can teach him tricks. And the smarter Chip becomes, the more badges he earns. When you like what you see, just press the like button on the band, which can encourage him to behave. Or be a little mischievous. Your choices change Chip's behavior and shapes his personality, so that no two Chips are ever alike. Chip is a connected experience. He has a translator.
What is a chip?
So you can understand his thoughts. He comes with his own smart ball, so you can play fetch and stay active together. He also has sensors, so you can maneuver around obstacles with ease. And with the mobile app, you can feed Chip, which shows you care. And that's important, because when you're in need, no matter it big or small, he's there for you. With his beacon sense technology, Chip is fully aware of his surroundings.
Seriously, no one's seen it? This is like the 5th time.
He even knows how to return to his bed when it's time for a charge, so he never runs out of energy. Chip is a smart device. Chip is a robot. Chip is a dog. But most importantly, Chip is a friend. The best kind.